Welcome back to our zoo. What we're doing today is making a food court. First, we're going to start off by removing the tortoises and putting them somewhere else, because if we leave them here, I won't be able to build anything. So we're going to highlight everything here. All of it, even the plants. And move it on over. I just dropped my water cap. Highlight, move, and make a barrier. A habitat barrier? I think. Wall? I forgot what they're called. Just get everything out of the way and put it over here. I know it'll be a little cramped by that juice bar, but it'll be okay for now. No complaining. Next, we're going to need to quarantine all the animals and put them in crates and move them accordingly into their new habitat over there. Hopefully they don't get cold. Takes a lot of work. Make a new work zone added there. If you don't, then the keepers can't get there. They don't know what to do. It's kind of weird, but that's how it goes. Highlighting and moving is very important when adjusting a wall. I'm acting like this is a tutorial when it's not. Either way it helps, right? I'm probably going to highlight the roof here, and I'm going to put it over there because they might complain about weather and rain and what else tortoises want to complain about. I'm complaining too. I'm kind of sick. My nose is stuffed, my ears are plugged. I hate it. So we're just going to move all the tortoises over to their new habitat. And it's not going to look fancy. It's not going to look in order. We're just putting it over here for now. I'm not keeping it that way. Don't worry. That's like the North American area, so no. So I tried to move all the tortoises at once, and one of the boxes just stood in the middle of the pathway, and it wasn't good. It's already snowing. Yeah. That's how it goes in the world of Planet Zoo. Now I'm going to highlight the roof, their little shelter, and pull it over. So it'll stop snowing on them. Got to get some heaters. We almost lost a tortoise because I was stupid and didn't put another heater in. Because I was like, oh yeah, just move that and they'll be fine. Nope, they needed more stuff, which wasted money. We get some fines, you'll see later on. A couple of $500 fines and protesters because that tortoise just wasn't happy. We're going to go bankrupt. So here I'm just looking around, add some stuff, making sure everything's clear. And then we're going to jump forward and we're going to continue on to our gate section here. I can't speak anymore. It's snowing again. Visibility is really low. I'm just going to add these boards and spread them out through. And after we're done with that, then we're going to add a wall. Yeah, this part is basically just highlighting, pulling over, dragging it. If you still don't understand that, then check out my simple tutorial I did on basic functions and movements of pieces. I recommend it. Oh, finally, it stopped snowing. Get this done. Pull this over here. Have to make sure they're even. Doesn't take long. It's all the little things. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's been a while. Now, we're going to figure out how to make the building for the food court. After I make sure the tortoises are okay. I have to build them a pond, too, because they need water. Oops. Yeah, the tortoises always need a lot. I can never just, fix them and then, ignore them and go on. I have to go back and forth, back and forth. So now we're going to start building our building. Started with some basic walls. Need something. And I got a little plan to make some bars there, so I extend the planks a little further. In metal, there's our $500 fine. Our first one. This is where I couldn't figure out, and I put a heater there. Another $500 fine. See, we're going down in money. It's terrible. But don't worry. We're going to make it. We're going to go back up. It'll be fine. Protesters. I'm trying to remove them from the area so the fines will go away. Doesn't work out that well. Now we're going to grab all our tortoises and we're going to ship them off into the wild because I don't want to deal with them anymore. We're keeping the babies until they grow up and they'll switch them out. But I can't deal with all those tortoises there complaining, not happy with their habitat when the others are like, I'm fine, but they're like, no. So anyway, let's get this pool done and put the tortoises back in. And now we're going to add a sign. I'm going to add a little something here because it looks very bland. So that is a basic concrete wall. A square shape and some lights and under signs, I think it is where the leaves are. So I have some trouble here because I don't know what signs to add. That looks a little too oriental for that. I want something modern. So I had to go through all these and I finally found one that I liked. And then I just type out what I want. It's pretty easy. I really like the sign thing. It needs more fonts though. I'm going to multiply that. And I go out with one saying and I'm like, no, that just sounds weird. They will be touched. Allegedly. So, yeah, I have to remove that. Because that won't do. So I'm thinking of another quote I can come up with that doesn't sound so weird. And I ended up with, the beauty of Earth is not man-made. It is a gift for humanity. Nature's gift for humanity. I don't even know what I said anymore. I'm going to add some leaves. Some palm tree leaves. We need a little more greenery in here, but that's actually not actual plants. Add a tiger. And the other side we're going to add a giraffe. And then some flowers and maybe a froggy. Yep. Add a little bit of everything in there. Just don't want to make it too busy. I think I removed the monkey. It's a little too much. Yep. And then the giraffe. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. It's a nice sign, isn't it? Add some flowers. Ow, I just bumped my elbow into the desk. It's perfectly fine. I'm alright. Thanks for asking. Spin that around and ta-da! Now let's work on the actual food court here. I have a basic building of what I wanted to do. I took this into my creating station, aka sandbox mode, and kind of fiddled with it a little bit and came up with something better. Like, this is the outline, but I felt like it was too large, like the flower beds were. So I switch back and then go through. And finally, I came up with a design that I was satisfied with. Because I have this grand idea, as I've told you before, for our entrance. So I made like a little service area behind it, if that makes any sense. But I kind of like did too much. Here I am adjusting the sign. And adding the walls back. I flip through ideas often and then I'll remove things and redo things till I like them. That's something you guys are going to have to deal with a lot. So I'm making sure everything's lined up, and I am pulling some plaster under our little sign to kind of look like it's sitting up atop there. Gonna finish the little bed thingy for our flowers and whatnot. Looking pretty decent. I just add some boards on top there. I know I was gonna make little pillar thingies, but I changed my mind in that area. I'm going to add some bushes and some leaves and make sure they are not sticking through the wall, as always. Gotta fix that. So it's getting better. So I'm going to try doing the pillar thing again. It takes a little bit of time. You have to find the right shape, recolor it what you want it, and then make it even. But I'm going for like a little modern-esque kind of thing. And I don't know if that's modern, but it looks okay. So I guess I came out on top. Kinda. I don't know. Look how much money it's costing down there. Yeah, that's a lot of money I'm losing. It's fine if we go bankrupt. Everything will be under control. So I'm just going to duplicate this and slide it over and make sure it covers that one pillar. And we're continue on this way. And I have to redo the adoption center area now. So I have to move over all the signs and all the lights and everything else because I aligned things differently. So even the gateways have to be pushed back. I make things so difficult for myself all the time. Now we're going to highlight that, move it, and adjust it. And see how that works out. Not really well, huh? And the sign is covered. And we have to highlight the sign and move that backwards. Which is a headache because you know what I went through to add the lettering onto that concrete. The struggle is real. So, well, piece by piece, gotta move it back into the concrete onto the wood. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, push it back. It's a struggle, I tell ya. It's hard work. There. Almost. Oh. There we go. Gotta move the lights back. Anything that you put forward, you have to push back and align it with the gate. For this particular map. Next, I want to put some metal panels onto the wood, make it look more modern. And then add some below. Because we don't want it floating there. So put down. Down. No, maybe not. Okay. And voila. For that, we got it done. Add some more metal panels to hide everything. Now I'm going to work on my second flower bed for our little food court. This one's kind of cool because I'm going to put a little sign in there somehow, some way. Pathing. Pathing is evil. You're going to see the plastering mess that I end up with, and it is horrible. I still have to redo that. So here I'm just using grid, and I'm going to connect. I figured out the easiest way to connect vendors to a grid is to start out with default pathing and then grid it all the way down. Works well. The only problem I do have with this pathing is I can't put an ATM in the corner where I want it, which is ridiculous. I don't understand that at all. I don't know if it's a glitch or it just won't do that. It seems like it would do that, right? So we're going to continue building our little building here. It's not little, it's actually kind of big. I'm going to add some pathing there, but it's going to end up being another flower bed. kind of modern. I multiplied it, as you can see. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to see if I was doing something wrong. I also went back to Sandbox and I created a roof for this thing. So that's pretty good. A lot of plaster. A lot of plaster and a lot of glass is added here, which cuts into our budget pretty bad. I'm spending our money. It's terrible. So as I said before, when you outline a window, make sure you have some kind of border to it, not just random glass, because that look weird. I'm going to lower that whole thing, and we're good on that. Now it looks like an actual roof. Some lights under it. It's fancy. Okay. Next step, what we want to do is we want to continue that. I think we should. The next piece. I'm going to shove it that way. Gotta delete all this. It should fit in there quite well. Almost. I don't know what to do with the other board. That's the security room that made a connection with that window and didn't work out so well. So I have to remove the flower bed, then put in the building security area, and then put the flower bed back. I kind of skipped some steps here because I needed to do that quick and I didn't want you guys to like sit through all that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just skip it. Here I need to fix the window. And I just place it all in. I figure piece by piece is too much. So I combined them in a group and slid them all together. Comes out much better than piece by piece. I've realized that. It's better to like make something in Sandbox for yourself and then switch it over to franchise and put your building in. Because if not, you're dealing with a whole bunch of unnecessary pieces and then you'll spend so much money and just screw everything up. So to save money, just flip from Sandbox to franchise if you're playing that way. Gonna add some metal to cover up all those holes. Lots of metal plating. It's shiny. Pretty. And then next what we want to do is lift up glass, put it in there, and we're almost done with this food court, believe it or not. And gotta add some bushes and trees. You know how I am with bushes and trees. I'm like Bob Ross. I got issues. I need the nature, man. So here I decided I'm going to make a doorway. A simple doorway. And I keep pulling out pieces that I've already made. So I'm going to slide it over. And put it in. Okay, maybe not put it in. There we go. Now I just got to remove this glass. And now it's a walkway. Easy peasy. You gotta add some more wood and some more metal because, you know, can't go wrong with metal. Now people can walk through it. I see a lot of things sticking up that I need to fix too. Okay, so I decided to put bathrooms on the other side of this corner, right? It kept saying invalid, so I removed them. I didn't want that headache. I'll make something on the inside here next episode to figure out what we can do. I will fix it, don't worry. Right now it's just an empty building. But for now we can add a canopy on top of this thing just to make it look a little better. I'm going to add some wood for the restrooms, and those restrooms are not functionable. In the end, you will see that. It doesn't work. I don't know why. I've gone through many pathing solutions and different angles, and it's like, nope, you can't have these restrooms. I'm sorry. And keep in mind, we're wasting money on this. I swear, I need to stop, like, just blowing it. I forgot to lower that down, so let's lower this down just a little bit in there. There we go. I'm going to probably add some glass on top of here. In this little crease. The more glass, the better. Modern. I don't know what else we can do for this zoo. I don't know where to put the tortoises. Like, I understand we need an exhibit in the modern area for people to even come, but I don't know where to put them. Like, do I make them a modern exhibit? Or do I put them with the reptiles? I don't understand what to do in this situation. Or do I put them with South America and Africa? It's like, I'm completely lost on this. Pathing goes well until I add plaster. I don't know what to do. I need to, like, remove all the plaster that we have and fix that, because it's terrible. So here I am leveling out the land because it's all uneven. It's a nightmare. All of it must go. Yep. And then more pathing. I don't know how this is connected. I have to figure this out. What did we do? I like how I'm blaming you guys when I'm the one who did this. I think in the next episode I'm going to remove all of the plaster on the flooring and redo it because I hate it. Hate it. It's even. And that is it for that. Now let's add the canopy. Just get a little wooden thingy here. I have to remove the stone because that looks dumb. And then I'm going to add piping. Piping? Is it called piping? Gutters? Yeah, it's gutters. Okay. I was like, what is that word? I haven't used that word in a very long time. Gutters. I sound so white. Okay. Just gotta duplicate this. Make sure it looks okay, you know? I don't want things just floating there. That'll really bug me. Gotta remove some stones and gotta duplicate stuff up there and put it in the piping with the gutter and line it all up so we're all good to go. I'll just let you guys enjoy my struggles of making this even. Should I play music with it? I should, shouldn't I? It'd be awkward and kind of weird if it was just silent. So, I'm gonna play some music now. Yeah? Okay. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, that pathing you saw that I'm gonna do with the plaster is gonna go bye-bye next time, so don't worry about that. Here I am adding the ATMs that won't work or connect. So, yeah, that's a thing. Thank you for joining me in this zoo episode. I can't wait to see you next time, of course. Things will be better, I think. I hope. Next week, I only do one video a week because I'm a very busy person. Next week, we are going to probably do some more staffing areas back there. And probably a playground. Yeah, that sounds good.